Tyrande a role that doesn't... I mean, I've seen amazing Tyrandas, and there have been people who climb purely on Tyrande. It's not unknown, because it's very easy to just get a second support and be really good at Tyrande. However, she always throws drafts for a bit of a loop. Wow, look at all this. Oh my god. Level 20 as well. Wow. Okay, yeah, this is basically from the top. Basic attack damage reduced. Light of a Loon, adjusted functionality, no longer heals yourself when healing allies. The cooldown is now lowered by 2 seconds every time you land a basic attack. Healing amount reduced by 50. Cooldown increased from 8 seconds to 12 seconds, so 4-second increase there. But mana cost cut nearly in half. Sentinel, added functionality. Oh, it has a stealth quest. Reward, every 8 heroes hit with Sentinel allows it to pierce 1 target and lowers the mana cost by 10. Oh, sweet. So no need for those talents then. Shadow Stalk, new functionality. Tyrande gains stealth and 30 movement speed. When stealth is lost, she keeps her movement speed and gains 50 attack speed for 5 seconds. Cooldown reduced from 60 to 30. Interesting. So like a hybrid stealthy, if you want to do that later on. What do you get? You get 5 seconds. Speed, Tyrande speed. When stealth is lost, Tyrande's stealth, 30% movement speed. What? Is that infinite? Kind of reads like it. We'll see. Starfall, radius reduced. And then on to all the other stuff. Wow. Okay. Cool. Let's first just jump to 10. And since I was reading about it, I want to know.
Choose a talent. Choose a
Not reading any of these.
Choose a
Shadow
talent.
Stalk. Cooldown, mana. Cool. Okay. And I am Invis just forever? And moving faster? How much faster? 30%? The same speed as my mount. Moving at mounted speed with stealth. Wow. Huh. And then if I break it, because I attack something, I keep the movement speed for 5 seconds. Which doesn't appear to be indicated anywhere, but the cooldown did not start, it seems, until I was already out of stealth. Okay, and I activate something. Cool, and there's the cooldown begun. Easy enough. Wow,
Choose a talent.
what an interesting self-utility thing. I wonder what kind of role it'll have in the future. Surprising. Yeah, Tyrande time. Are you a big fan of Tyrande Wicked Kitten? I've seen you play... What did you play today? You were in a game, right? I think I've seen you play Li Ming. Actually, I don't think we played a ton together. So if you're excited about it, I'm excited to hear it. Let's dive in, apparently. Heal the target, ally. Heal a target, ally. What?
Let us make haste.
I can't heal myself. Okay, and then I go over here to this healing ally, and that's that. Oh no, I can self-heal. Yeah, that's no problem at all. Self-healing's fine. Target ally. Alright, so I count as an ally. I'm friends with myself. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of this ability by 2 seconds. What's my attack speed? My attack speed is attacks per second. Oh, not too bad.
My eyes upon you.
There's a heal. What? Nope, we're still on cooldowns. There's a heal to me. Wow. At range, too. And her range is 5.5. So they didn't even... With a self-heal on board, they didn't even cut down her range at all. 85 in auto attack. That's pretty spot on what you find with supports like Brightwing and stuff. So I guess we'll have to encourage the auto attacks through talents. Sentinel. Send an owl traveling across, dealing damage to the first enemy hero hit. There it goes. Cute little owl. Every 8 heroes hit by the Sentinel decreases its mana cost by 10 and causes it to pierce additional targets. So if this is 70 mana now, and I, let's say, complete quests, for instance, it's free. I would have had to hit 10, 70, so 50, 56 heroes Something like that? Some caster math like that? I guess that would take a while, wouldn't it? But as it slowly starts to pierce, I guess there's very little... I don't know. I don't know, actually. There could be a chance. Here I'm at 80. Yeah, heroes hit, pierce chart, and then it stops there. Huh. So I have a little Sentinel tracker right here that's telling me exactly that. Yep, heroes hit 80. That could take a while, but I've been wrong before. Lunar Flare seems unchanged. Cool. Hunter's Mark. Reveal a target enemy and lower its armor by 25, increasing all attacks taken by 25%. Neat. Still works on everything. Still works on bosses. Cool. Still works on heroes. Still works on mercenaries. Still works on everything. Still a powerful, powerful spell. Let's do talents. And of course, Wicked Wub, you are more than welcome, man. Thank you for being here and thank you for being awesome. Well, that's if you love a hero and you're not great with them, that's the first step to getting great, is actually enjoying them and seeing how deep you can dig in. So, let's begin. Ranger. Sentinel deals more damage based on the distance traveled up to 75%. Repeatable quest. Hitting an enemy hero with Sentinel increases the maximum damage bonus by 3%. Hitting enemy heroes with Sentinel increases the maximum. So that just goes on forever? I guess so. Complete quests. It sure does. What? Heroes hit apparently to a maximum? I guess it has a soft cap maximum of 78%. Hard cap thing. Huh. Interesting. I could see why. That's... I don't know. I don't play enough Tyrande to really know how hard these owls are going to hit. And now that it's completely changed, I have no idea. What is Tyrande's dance even?
Let us make haste.
I know I've seen that before somewhere. Who knows? Lunar Blaze. Repeatable... They're all quests, aren't they? Repeatable quest. With Lunar Flares, increase damage by hitting heroes. Increase my damage. After hitting 10 heroes, Lunar Flare no longer has any mana cost. After hitting 20 heroes, increase the range of Lunar Flare by 40%. Oh. Okay. That's my range now. And I, take the blaze. Wow. A considerable range increase. Hunter's Mark. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of Hunter's Mark by 1 second. My cooldown is 20 seconds. Repeatable quest. Every 60 basic attacks against an enemy hero increases the duration of Hunter's Mark by 1 second. 60 basic attacks. That takes a while to get on someone like Zul'jin. And I'll be busy clicking other people, wondering about my positioning. My health is pretty low. All these seem like they take a really long time to build up. So who knows? At that point, we'll have to see what sort of the primary spell is, basically, that I'll be using. For now, I'll go ahead and do Ranger since it already has another quest tied to it. Moonlit Arrows. Basic attacks increase the cooldown, or decrease the cooldown of Live Balloon by an additional 3/4 of a second. So that was not a bad idea, because then I'll just be completely focused on auto attacks. Wow, look at that thing go. That gets some serious work done. Is this mana expensive? No, 30 mana. Is there any way with quests or anything to reduce that mana cost? Because if I'm spamming that thing, could be interesting.
With haste.
Celestial Attunement. Light of a Loon removes stun from its target. When a stun is removed in this way, Light of a Loon may be used for free within 3 seconds. This free cast cannot benefit from Celestial Attunement. Celestial Attunement? What is Celestial Attunement? Oh, right. So if there's an ETC going, this is Celestial Attunement. If I heal one, I can't just chain heal them all and keep getting free spells. So ETC removes the stun, but doesn't protect you from future stuns, which means you'd still need a cleanse to get someone out of an ETC mosh pit. This would remove the stun that would immediately be reapplied by ETC a second later. So it's more that you don't have infinite healing during something like ETC or a future stun pulse idea. Instead, you get rid of something like an Uther stun, a minor cleanse at level 4, could be very powerful, and maybe get to pump a little bit of extra healing for one go. Kaldori, oh, the Kaldori, of course. Resistance. Light of a Loon grants the target 15 spell armor for 6 seconds. This effect stacks up to 4 times. 6 seconds, and I have a 12-second cooldown, so, well, that shouldn't be insane to get, right? Because if I'm attacking the target, so I have some spell armor here. Spell armor 15 should fade after 6 seconds. Yeah, and I easily have time to, if I'm auto-attacking, to get that number up. Stacking up to 45% spell armor. That's pretty stellar. No, it keeps going. 4 times. 60% spell armor? Wow. Alright. Either way, it is becoming abundantly clear that Tyrande really wants to maintain auto attacks on the target. Like, really badly. If you're not able to maintain auto attacks, you're not going to do much of your job. So in that regard, it's kind of like Zul'jin then, where you would want to make sure the front line has enough CC so things are held still enough for you that you can actually fight for that long. But the time between her attacks is actually really nice.
So be it.
Unlike Vala, you can get a really solid, easy stutter step in, a lot like Raynor. So that means we could probably get a lot of safe movement done in most cases. Cool. Situational level, but it is coming down to auto attacks clearly. Let's just pick whatever for now.
Choose a talent.
Huntress's Fury. Tyrande's basic attacks against targets with Hunter's Mark splash to nearby enemies. Splash, you say? Nearby enemies? In how big a range? Oh, they don't so much splash as they chain. Huh. Splash to nearby enemies, plural. Let's try it here. Yeah, look at it go. Get the minion wave out here. See if this thing has a maximum. Oh, nope. Abathur's not going to help out. We're going to have to actually grab an Arthas. Let's grab... No, let's not do Arthas. He has armor. Let's do... Why not? We'll grab an Alarak.
Yes, of course.
So, could I... Now, this is vulnerable, so... I could, in theory, do something cute, right? Where I hit it on that guy, and then I attack there to hit the hero and splash it around, but that would waste the vulnerability. Oh, you know, this is just like Cassia. If you think about it, now you're able to put it on the Battlefield of Eternity boss, and then splash it around to the nearby areas. That's definitely neat, and not something you might notice while on the field of battle without knowing about it ahead of time. So that could be really sneaky, a very sneaky way to get out a lot of extra damage. I'm kind of seduced by that. Darnassian Archery. Basic attacks against enemy heroes grant a stacking 5% increased attack damage bonus for 4 seconds. This bonus is lost when basic attacking non-heroes. Huh. Kind of a Nova stacking thing. 4 seconds. Basically, grants 5% increasing stacking. Okay.
Choose a talent.
What does that do?
Choose a talent.
What does that feel like? I have attacked a hero.
Yes,
Let's go ahead and reset here. Where's my attack range, attack speed per second? Or was it damage? Basic attack damage is going up by 5% a go. And then if I attack a non-hero, it'll disappear immediately. So, I'm attacking a hero. My damage is going up. And does it just go up forever? Well, it's still going. Kind of looks like it's actually increasing by 5, but it is 5%, and as we hit in higher and higher numbers. So for 4 seconds, if I just didn't... If for some reason... This is kind of interesting. What if Tyrande is a counter double tank, double support sustain because she'd attack for so long into a team like that with sustain damage that you would eventually ramp up her attack to something Butcher-like. Now, here I've been attacking for nearly 30 seconds. I don't think any fight would logically go that long. Tyrande would run out of mana probably in the in-between. Does this cost mana? It does not. 60, 70, 30. Wow, expensive on the Sentinel. Well, I mean, we're getting Butcher level damage at level 18. But I don't think anyone's going to let you attack for that long. So it's a very interesting one. Really dependent on the team's CC and sustainability. Enemy team, too. Passively grant 10% attack damage to nearby allied heroes. Activate this to double it for 5 seconds. Oh, activates are kind of cute. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get an ally out here. Test the range on this baby.
Choose a talent.
We'll do True Shot. Toggle those minions on. There's no display here. Does it actually give a little, you know what I'm talking about, right? The World of Warcraft little aura under their feet? Doesn't look like it. Oh, so that's what people were doing earlier today. I thought that was some sort of hunter's mark thing. Well, sadly, there's no way to tell. Passively grants nearby allied heroes. I got no way to know. So, I guess that would just be for an all-range team, right? One where people will be reliably getting off enough auto attacks to take advantage of a 10%. It doesn't have to be range, but, you know, with Lucio and melee, just some sort of extra excuse that you're actually going to connect those auto attacks to the enemy team.
Choose a talent.
So we're starting to see where she'd plug in. Anubarak broke there. Lovely. Starfall, as it was, except it now is slightly smaller.
Ah, generous offering.
Nothing wrong with that, though. Still zone control on a support. It's half support. Assassin now, maybe?
Choose a talent.
Could be interesting.
Choose
I'll
a
see what her
talent.
damage is. And, of course, the Shadow Stock thing, which is super cute. 50% attack speed retained. Yeah, you get that attack speed, don't you? 50%. Oh, 50% attack speed, and this increases my damage. That might be enough to stack up a decent, but nah, if I'm not breaking 200 by the end of it. Could be a late game thing, though. Could be really powerful. Who knows? Let's continue.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
That level 7 AA talent triggers from minions, right? So on Infernal Shrines, you can keep it during the objective or trigger it before a fight by attacking a lane. You're talking about the level 7 Hunter's Fury, right? Doing the splash. Because this is only enemy heroes, and if I attack anything that's not a hero, I lose my bonus. So it does not have any application there. Hunter's Fury, though, Hunter's Mark splash nearby enemies for the duration, right? Oh, duration. Oh, duration. Mark.
Choose a talent.
Duration. That sounds pretty good, right? And then I really like this spell
Choose a
armor
talent.
for now. Of course, we may not actually fight spell armor. And so this guy would increase,
talent.
right, as I do my quest here, empowering the Hunter's Mark, 60 basic attacks, though. At least I'd get it for another second. And I gotta get out 60 of those? No one's gonna just chill there either.
So be it.
I thought there'd be a circle, right? I mean, that's how it worked in Warcraft 3. Let's see if we can actually trigger that.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
But, oh, there it is.
Choose a
Okay, it's
talent.
pulsing. Gotcha. All right, so we're increased, and it gives a pulse at that time. Little pulse, and now I'm out of range. So it's about... Oh, it's almost the exact range as my heal. That's easy. And with that heal, Anubarak feels empowered and is off to battle Anubarak, or Alarak to the end of days. Let's move on to 13.
Choose a
Shows
talent.
Shadowstalk because it's new for now. These are not a talent bill. I'm just picking things. Light of a Loon increases the target's movement speed by 25% for 3 seconds. Awesome. I like that. I liked it in the past. Reduce Sentinel cooldown by 4 seconds for each time it hits a hero. Gotta get all the way to 13, but that would do pretty well, wouldn't it? 5 seconds. 18-second cooldown, though, for each time it hits a hero. So you hit all 5 heroes, you get 20, and you get a free one, but it already flew across the map, and it doesn't have to hit a hero to start the cooldown. And if I'm aiming, was it this guy at level 1 to increase the distance, hitting enemy heroes maximum damage and distance traveled. By the time it flies across the map and hits a dude, no, I would go to about a 10-second cooldown. So that's not bad. Harsh moonlight, that harsh moonlight, you know? Gotta get a moonlight softener. Sentinel slows the target by 30% and reduces their damage dealt by 30% for 4 seconds. Wow, so you could use that in melee, I guess. Huh. Another crazy situational level. I guess I'll go empowered for now. Congratulations, Anubrak, on your kill.
Choose a talent.
Let's go to
Choose a
16.
talent. Choose a talent.
Overflowing Light. I remember this one. While Tyrande is above 60% health, Light of Balloon heals is increased by 30%. Mark of Mending. Tyrande's basic attacks heal her for 2% of her maximum health. Basic attacks against targets with Hunter's Mark heal the attacker for 3% of the maximum health. Ah, yes. This is why we were talking about attacking the marked target yesterday to get some health back on Diva. Oh, because my attacks are so fast? Basic attacks against the target with the Hunter's... Yeah. So I would get an absurd amount of health because I attack so fast on Diva or Zarya or Tychus or any of those kind of guys. Heal for 2%. Let's get a little bruised up and see what 2% feels like on Tyrande here. Outside of what is actually the self-healing and the healing I'll give to allies. Okay, and then I pick Mark of Mending. Wait, why am I getting bonus tiny healing? Oh, it's stacking, and it's not adding the number together. So this is my passive. Basic attacks heal me at all times for 2%. But when I activate the Hunter's Mark, I get an additional 3%, and it's listed by a separate number. That passive is pretty nice. Particularly if all my heals are going into other people. Right. It combines to a full 5%, but it's listed as 2 separate numbers. So you're not seeing a 5% total number, you just see too many numbers. And of course now I'm at full health, so we wouldn't see any numbers at all. But what's this? Alun's Chosen, cooldown 40 seconds, activate to make Tyrande's basic attacks heal the target ally for 200% of the damage dealt. Basic attacks. 200% of the damage dealt. So it's like another heal.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Now, of course, here I didn't stack any talents, but I have a nice bruised Anubrak here. He's got a little moon on him. Wow, that's a pretty hefty basic attack.
Enemy slain.
Heal thing. For 200% of the damage dealt. So, when this is on... Ooh, whoopsies. That'll mean I'm kind of broken, but all the same. If I activate this and then put that there, I should be healing for lots and lots. Oh, right, I can't mark buildings anymore. That was changed forever ago. But I do mark a single target with the Hunter's Mark. Well, that seems pretty powerful, so which situational heal do you want to do? But that's interesting that she does have a level 16 power spike in support. That's a little unexpected with how it seemed like they were taking Tyrande. Let's go to 20.
Choose a talent. Choose a
How
talent.
does Alun's Chosen, asked Skeleton, interact with level 7 talents? Alun's Chosen. Alun's Chosen. Alun's Chosen for that ally heal with level 7 talents because those give... Oh, the splash. Increasing my damage. We can assume how those would go. Passive grant allied nearby allied heroes. I get this damage bonus, right? Let's check that.
Choose a talent.
First of all,
Choose a
so here,
talent.
True Shot, 1
Choose a
ED,
talent.
198, and then I increase it for even more. Okay, cool. So that'll just be a flat
Choose
increase
a talent.
in my damage.
Choose a talent.
That is stacking damage. So let's see the splash, right? But it's a target enemy's hunter's mark, and then I mark them separately.
Choose a talent.
So it looks
Choose a
like I
talent.
wouldn't get anything
Choose a
bonus
talent.
here. Because what I'm going to do is put a mark on a Nubarak and then start attacking. And yes, I'm splashing, but
A killing blow.
he only heals for the damage dealt to that target. Heals the target ally of the damage dealt. No, it's unrelated. It's damage dealt, isn't it? We need a bruised up Nubarak. We need more damage on him so we can actually see that healing number. But I guess this guy down here would give me an idea. So I put the mark on him and then start damaging. 360, 450, right? Oh, he does a little dance. That's pretty cute. So if I do this and then I activate that and I'm splashing, 450. Was 450 the same number?
Meet your end.
No! So this one does the math. I expected it to show up in a huge pile of numbers. But it looks like there's the basic heal. 340, 340, 340. And if I put the Hunter's Mark with a splash on something... Or is the splash not being calculated at all? Let's test that. The splash is not being calculated at all. So you do not get bonus healing for your splash on Hunter's Mark. Though it says activate to make Tyrande's basic attacks heal. Ah, so the splash part of it doesn't count as part of the basic attack. It's probably... It probably counts as basic attack damage, which it does. But it's an ability, so it doesn't add to it. So there's your answer. And that's a good question. We did already do Alarak today. But welcome, Dark Lord Revan. You had a fantastic video game. Would you like to see indicators on direction indicator, the line in the form of changing color given how much damage the spell ability does at that range? Is it feasible? Ooh. Yeah. I mean, more information. I want graphs galore. What I want is basically this hotkey button. I want key button. I want screen button. I want to be able to go in here and turn off all farmers on Cursed Hollows so they're not taking graphics. I want to turn off all non-flame strike living bomb attacks. You know, all fire abilities that aren't living bomb, turn those a different color. Why not? I would love to see just more options. And particularly if we could decorate ourselves. Like in old Warcraft 3... Dota, there were codes you could, not actual cheat codes. You just, when you started the game, you could enter like water green and turn the water green. Or you could turn on weather effects if you wanted some snow. Or if you wanted it to be raining or something like that. Could be interesting. I would love for those sort of features to come in. Kyle hates farmers? No, do not let that spread. My sister is married to a farmer and they are fantastic people. Farmers, and they make, oh my god, the food. It's a strawberry farm, so, oh my god, it's just, I get free preserves. You don't think that's special, but she married a good man, and I get free preserves out of it, so I can't complain. We were on level 20.
Choose a talent.
Let's go to 20. We're already 20. Yay!
Choose a talent.
Buttons.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Eyes of the Huntress. After casting Shadowstalk, reveal all enemy heroes for 2 seconds. That is super cute and could be fantastic with a Sentinel build, couldn't it? Because there's Alarak, and while he may wander around a little bit, I at least have a higher chance to hit him during that. Reveals are really powerful. I really like Tyrande on Cursed Hollow because of the ability to check bosses. So that sounds pretty good, though maybe a little underwhelming for a 20. Stalfar applies Hunter's Mark to enemies heroes hit. Oh my god.
Choose a talent.
Really?
Choose a talent.
That seems intense.
Choose a
Let's
talent.
test it and see if it's a
Choose a talent.
untalented version of
Choose a talent.
Starfall, or if
Choose
it's
a talent.
actually
Choose a talent.
completely the hottest thing on Earth.
Yes, of course.
Because this should apply a splash attack. We'll need minions. It might be a little busy in there to actually be able to see it. Okay, there's Alarak. There's Starfall.
For calendar.
No splashing attack. He is vulnerable, but it doesn't look like it's applying my talents. basic attacks. I got 6.
With haste.
We'll have to see once Alarac's up if I'm actually getting stacks.
Meet your end.
No. Whoa, I am. Oh, I am. Okay. It's just not splashing the attacks onto nearby enemies. So this is an entirely isolated talent that doesn't interact with anything else. But I do get... Well,
Killing spree.
I get credit towards my level 1 quest. If I haven't hit 60 heroes by level 20, I probably took a very bad level 1 quest, right? So I guess it's more for the vulnerability and the actual problem there.
They will surely feel
Interesting.
this loss.
Can you one yourself? Oh, you with Alun's Chosen? Let's
Choose a
check.
talent. Choose a talent.
I was reading it
Choose a
as
talent.
activate to make Tyrande's basic attack heal target ally, which
Choose a
usually
talent.
means it can't be self-cast. Nah, you can't self-cast it. Good question, though.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
See what else is... Yeah, 20. You guys are running with the lore. No, wait, it's too late. No, don't take it to Reddit. Fruits farmers. Hey, no vegetables are important. I am currently on an anti-broccoli kick, though. Broccoli. I'm sick of you, broccoli. I've been eating you too much. Shooting Star. Increase basic attack range by 1.1. Every 10th basic attack against a hero casts a free lunar flare on a random hero near Tyrande's position. Basic attack range every 10th... Oh, against a hero.
As the goddess will.
What a weird talent. I wonder what the free one looks like. 1. Nope. 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's actually keeping track here in the bottom. 6, 7, 8. And he's actually in motion, so this will be... Okay, so it spawns on top of him.
For calendar.
What do I have to maybe enhance my... Oh. Oh, this is kind of a Sammy... Kind of a Sammy situation. Yeah. I'm sitting on Starfall right
Choose a
now.
talent.
But what I would do here probably is anything that increases my
Choose a
auto
talent.
attack damage. I guess we do
Choose a
something like
talent.
that, and then consecutive attacks maybe deal more
Choose a
damage.
talent.
Shadow Stalk,
a
so I can have
talent.
50% increased attack speed. None of these are auto attack
Choose a
talents. Let's do heal attackers. We'll do basic attacks,
talent.
and then I would do Shooting Star. So,
Eyes upon me.
in that sort of Sammy situation I was talking about here, I take myself to 9 auto attacks. It has to be on heroes, though, so this would be pretty bad, pretty horrible, and impractical to farm up. But, for instance, I run over here, and I guess I have to wait for Alarak to show himself in all my stealthy... What the heck? Alarak's playing like he's playing Dota. There are no last-hitting Alarak. You can hit it. It's okay. He's a little low in there. But I go in, and I get my attack out, and then the Lunar Flare comes down, and I have a second Lunar Flare, and that'll be the end of that.
Another minion for the Lich King.
It's a really cool talent. I just don't know if you're currently in motion, if you'd actually pull it off,
Strategy.
and where you'd get the additional stacks in the off-lane kind of thing to contribute to. I mean, would I just, like, do random attacks on Murky and not actually kill him, and then be like, cool, it's awesome, guys, let's go. Let's go get a gank going. Ice Blade Arrows. Increase attack speed by 25... Oh, I wish I could have both. Increase attack speed by 25%. Basic attacks against enemy heroes reduce their damage dealt by 8% for 2 seconds. This is stack up to 5 times. Reduce their damage. Overall damage. It's almost like they saw what was up with Uther and said, we can do the exact same thing, but with spells... And let's make her ranged and focused on those auto attacks. Very interesting.